right, good morning. What's up, worldwide family? Welcome back to the channel. I am feeling a little hoarse today, but we're gonna make it. So, the good. I didn't have a topic for today, but that doesn't change anything. I am on currently. It's Saturday, November the 19th. I'm on the way to catch the 2 hours of window of hours of operation for the post office in the neighboring town. Excuse me. In my town, they don't work on Saturday as far as office hours. They still run mail, but my mailbox still, I haven't done the big mailbox, so it's not big enough to fit all the packages. And I haven't had the heart just to put a bag on top of the mailbox and put the flag up. That might work. I thought about it today. I don't want to advertise, for somebody to come by and grab them. So anyway, between 10 and 12 they're open, so I'll make that run on Saturdays when it's cost effective for one, when it's feasible for two. I do need to pick up another trash can for the bats. Basically I use it as a vertical bin for baseball bats. I do have about half to 2/3 of those cataloged, which that's a decent amount of money back into the store, so I can't complain about that. But I've ran out of room in order to be able to store them, so I do need to pick up another trash can. I could have picked up a bigger one, but first I didn't know I had this second haul of bats. Also too, it makes it harder to find what you're looking for when you got to search through. If I search through 20 or I search through 100, it takes me a lot longer to search through 100. So small vertical bins for me is where it's at. Couldn't tell if that was mud or a squirrel or something. I didn't want to run over the squirrel, so. But nevertheless, so taking that, I will pick up the trash can. There's also, although it's cold and I'd rather somebody else do it, I'm toying with the idea of going ahead and outfitting the current shed that I have, the 10x12, with insulation, and which will require a bottom piece of trim where the seam of the shed meets the floor. They didn't come all the way down with it, which I don't know what they were thinking. Long story short, when it rains real hard, I do get moisture inside that shed, and I've been needing to stop that for years. I even bought the wood at one time and then let the wood rot outside because I just did not. Well, I was busy and lazy. Those were the two key components for me not getting it done. So anyway, that wood is now not suitable for that project to seal up that area. And I am contemplating, I'm not there yet, contemplating doing that shed here pretty quick to get some more room, because I'm getting quite full. It's a lot easier to keep something warm than it is to keep things, well, I don't know that it's any easier, but I just realized I would be able to keep that little place warm enough that product wouldn't get damaged there, and that would allow me a lot more space as I roll into the next year before we put the much bigger shed in its place. So I did run into some cool stuff last night. A person at one of the Walmarts that knows what I do, when she seen me, she said hi, and I asked her, I said, have you seen anything? And she said, actually, yes. And she brought me over to these, they're not necessarily jerseys, but I guess they're jersey shirts, that kind of look, Texas Rangers. Tags on them were $25 a piece, and they were down to $1. So I know there's not a huge, I don't see a lot of comps. I can't sell them on some of the websites for barrel complaints. I know that I can't. I'm not even going to try on some of them, but on some of them I should be able to get away with it. Anyway, the comps are not good. The sales versus saturation or whatnot. The sell-through rate on that is not good. It's like 15%. However, at $1 a piece, if I sell one, I break even. And some of them were my size, so ultimately it was just a what do I got to lose kind of deal at $1 a shirt on a $25 shirt. So the weight of a shirt, if I can, in all honesty, if I can sell it for $12 a piece, even with shipping, I'll triple or quadruple the money I have invested in them. So it was a win-win. I did pick those up. And I went to the next store, and I was able to get another 20 pairs of shorts they had left. And it's funny because last year's barcode, same style, last year's barcode and this year's barcode were on racks right next to each other. And this year's barcode was full price. Last year's barcode was not. So I picked up the one that was over right at 70% off, and it's a decent brand that people do buy and have bought from me in the past, will continue to buy from me in the future. And even if I don't get the full ask price that I'm looking at right now, which they often do go at, there's a lot of wiggle room between that and where it becomes unprofitable. So should be very nice there. So not a lot of money that I was able to find yesterday. That's an interesting pickup. Santa Cruz, never seen one. I don't know who makes it, but it's kind of different. Anyway, yeah, I'll check that one out. That's kind of a weird pickup. The reason I've got a 27-gallon tote in the way of my visual at the moment on the mirror. I really got to stretch to see it while this, as soon as I get to the post office, that'll be better. This tote will go in the back. I just didn't want to put I've got quite a few light packages. I didn't want to put them in the back. But yeah, like I said, the review button is up on my Google Merchant account. So I'm going to get the address and stuff plugged in today. And then give somebody, one of the freelance tech guys, a crack at it and see how that happens, see how that works. I don't want to endorse their website. I did mention it on my last video, but without ever using the service, I don't want to send anybody there. And I know there's not a lot of people that watch me, but I still don't want to send anyone there before I find out how it is. And I don't care necessarily about making money off of the sending them that way, but I don't want to send somebody where I didn't have a positive experience. So I am going to give them a shot. I got a 20% off coupon to give them a try on the first gig. Hopefully it will unlock it. I mean, we're coming up on Black Friday, guys. No better time to have my Google Merchant account up and running, because I could plug in a good portion of my inventory that I already have. Of course, I think I'm sure that it will present its own set of challenges. You know, like I was talking to some people every time I open up a new marketplace, and I don't mean I open up a marketplace, but I'm saying I start selling on a marketplace, it comes with its set of challenges, and it takes just about every bit of knowledge that I've learned so far to deal with the next one, you know, because of the multifaceted side of this reselling, especially when it comes to different platforms. It seems like everything happens for a reason. I learned the things from these websites that help me affect positively the outcome of the challenges from the next website. if I would have opened them all up at one time, like day one, like something like List Perfectly. And again, I don't endorse or use their service. I just never tried. I have no knowledge of them or the benefits. But if I would have opened them all up at one time, I think the weight of it would have squashed me. I really do. But as time goes on and I open up one at a time, it allows me to learn the ins and outs, the nuances of each platform before it affects me in a negative manner. So, where does that leave us? I'll let you know how it goes with getting my Google Merchant account suspension lifted. And again, for those that don't know or haven't kept up, the only reason my Google Merchant account is suspended is on startup. There was a lack of information, and I've been unable to satisfy their requirements, despite the fact that I have supplied everything that they've asked for. I don't know what's glitching out. They call it misrepresentation, but really what it says is, you need to put your contact info in your website. It's there. You need to list your contact info with us. Again, it's there. So I'm not sure where it's at. So I'm going to have somebody that's a little bit more tech savvy than I, who says that they have experience in this particular area with Google Merchant accounts. I'm going to have them take a look at it and get it worked out. That way I can free up that channel. For the Christmas season would be great. Coming into 2023 is fantastic. It's not like there's a rush or a need. I definitely have very decent business as it sits, but to free up another channel or another avenue, another revenue stream would be fantastic. Let me see. I did wake up to an order, and right before I left, another one chimed on. So I've got 2 orders sitting decent for the day already. Thankfully, this thing's truly been a God deal, the whole thing all the way around. So I'm super stoked about it, and very, very thankful, guys. So the day is still super, super young. It's not even noon yet, and the business is consistently eliminating bills, man. Or the equal value of it, taking care of the new building. It's already done that for the day. If I take a look and see what it costs to run that 25 by 30, or at least what I think it'll take to run it, I've already done that for the day in profit. So that's super huge, so that I can hit that bill before noon. It's so much relief. I do believe that I can take care of the new building even during the slow season, which is only a few months a year. If I've got very little historical data, if this year is like last year, it was only a few months that were really slow, and even during the slow time, I do believe I will make enough money to cover the bills during the slow season. And that means that when things pick up, which they do significantly, that will be time to expand the business. So roughly 3 months a year maintaining the business, 9 months a year expanding it. That is definitely a doable plan. I am going to go ahead and put my stuff at the mail. I think that's about all I have for you today. But yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching the channel. And I will see y'all tomorrow. In the meantime, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all that good YouTube mumbo jumbo. All right, bye.